All right, today we're going to be looking at our differential heating lab, looking at how earth heats differently than water and what cools off faster, earth or water, or soil, rock, and water. Most of you have done this already on Tuesday, but for those of you who have not had the chance to do this, you're going to do it today, Wednesday. So here's a video to kind of help you refresh your memory on exactly what to do, along with following your lab procedures. You'll need a couple of items. You will need a LabQuest. This will already be unplugged for you. You'll just have to turn it on. If not, they're over in the charging station. Pop one off, turn it on, and you're ready to go. You need 2 temperature probes. There's an old style temperature probe that has a USB cord and a newer style temperature cord that has like a phone connection type deal to it. And they plug into different sections on the LabQuest. So let me just show you that really quick. On the LabQuest, we have our USB port right here, along with our charging port, and I'm not really sure what that one goes to. And then we have another USB drive type deal and channels, which is what the yellow one will fit, or white one will fit into. So when you get ready, you're just going to snap these probes in, and you'll see it will automatically read that you have a probe in. And they should both read temperature. Channel 1 temperature, USB temperature. Now, I've tried this several ways, and there's no easy way to do it without dumping everything. The best way to do this is to lay your LabQuest to the back of your lab setup. You can't really see that. Like that. To the back of your lab setup, and then just play. That way these probes are a little bit more maneuverable and you're not knocking over these beakers. These beakers are not the most sturdy things in the book, so be careful. I don't want to have to clean up dirt and water everywhere. You'll need 150 milliliters of soil, which I will have measured out for you. And you can see that this says 150 milliliters right there. Maybe. If it'll focus. All right. And then you have 150 milliliters worth of water. You want to take an initial reading with your probes. Really simple. We're not running a graph or anything. So we're just going to take both of our temperature probes here and just stick them into the soil and water. And you might want to wait a minute or so to kind of let that temperature stabilize to get a really good solid initial temperature. You'll record that in your data sheet. Normally we can actually graph this on LabQuest, but I do want you to write down some temperatures every minute to really see what's going on. The next thing you need to do after you get an initial temperature is actually set these up about 10 centimeters away from the heat lamp. 10 centimeters. I'll have a ruler back here so you guys can really make sure that they're 10 centimeters away or close. It doesn't have to be, you know, super close, but it needs to be around 10 centimeters, 10-15 centimeters. The next thing you want to do is actually start turning on your heat lamp. Now this is a very hot lamp. It's 250 watts. You do not want to touch it with your hand. You could feel the heat coming off of it immediately. So be careful. I don't want any burnt hands. Say 1 minute is up. I'm going to stick my temperature probes in here again. I'm going to wake up my LabQuest, see what happens. If you just stick it in there, it will actually dump it over. You have to be very careful. This is a 2-man job. Okay? You're going to stick your temperature probe in there. If your LabQuest turns off, just turn it back on and press cancel, and it will show back up. You will measure the temperature. Again, make sure it stabilizes. Record the temperature to the nearest tenth. So on there it says like 23.7, 23.8. And you're going to take it out and you're going to do it again in another minute. And then after 10 minutes is up, we're going to measure this for 10 minutes, heating. Then we're going to measure cooling for 10 minutes. So you'll just simply turn off the heat lamp and then measure it again. At time 11, even though it's time 1 on your sheet, time 11, time 12, time 13, if you want to keep a timer. that will be beneficial. Once you're done, make sure the heat is turned off. Make sure your graph or your data table is complete. Unplug your LabQuest from the sensors and simply place the LabQuest back in the charging stations here. You'll notice that the charging stations are at the bottom here and they go down. Make sure your LabQuest is off. You'll hold down the power button until it says shut down for however many seconds. You wait till that goes to 0. And then you'll stick it inside of this LabQuest, see, there it goes. This LabQuest charging station, just like that. And you're done. Your data's done. You can actually go graph your data. You can answer the questions I have for your data. So, have fun, and I hope you guys get this done. If you're done with this lab, you need to be working on the Alberta IO assignment that I gave you on Tuesday and explained to the entire class. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.